Since the development of modern building codes, the conditions which regulate the use of doors in a means of egress have remained virtually unchanged. The development of the accordion-type horizontal sliding fire door with fire protection ratings up to 3 hours has dramatically changed the building code provisions for doors used in a means of egress. These products were the first to integrate the use of microprocessors to enhance reliability, provide comprehensive electronic supervision of all critical door and operating system components, as well as provide easy access for persons with mobility impairments. The purpose of this video presentation is to demonstrate how the horizontal sliding accordion-type fire door complies with the existing performance requirements in all of the U.S. model building codes to qualify for use in a means of egress. The primary codes to be used in this presentation are the International Building Code published by the International Code Council and the NFPA 5000 Building Construction and Safety Code published by the National Fire Protection Association. According to the IBC, complying horizontal sliding doors can be used in any means of egress application without occupant load restriction except in hazardous occupancies. The NFPA 5000 code permits the use of complying sliding doors in any application in any occupancy without occupant load limitation. We will now examine the specific performance requirements of the model codes which permit the use of complying horizontal sliding doors to be used in exiting applications. The horizontal sliding fire door is designed to be stored in a recessed pocket in the normally open position. Activation is typically provided by a smoke detector or fire alarm system. When an alarm condition is sounded, the door assembly slides out of the pocket and seeks the fully closed position. The rate of closing speed is normally set at 10 inches per second. A slight force of 3 to 5 pounds of pressure applied to the operating device will cause the door to retract a preset distance, typically around 36 inches, pause momentarily, then recycle closed. If at any time during the closing cycle the door encounters an obstruction, it will pause momentarily, then reclose. It can always be overridden manually. Whether opened manually or by power assist in the emergency or fire mode, the door will always seek the fully closed position. The door shall be openable by a simple method from both sides without special knowledge or effort. The horizontal sliding door incorporates the use of specially designed fire exit type hardware. The color of the device is purposely designed to provide a sharp contrast from the door surface. The exit-type hardware includes both graphic images and bold lettering to assist building patrons in safe and rapid evacuation. Extensive time and motion studies were conducted by independent experts to ensure that the hardware is both easily recognizable and operable without any type of special knowledge. 3 to 5 pounds of pressure on the exit-type hardware will cause the door assembly to open. When it reaches its preset opening distance, the door will pause momentarily and then reclose. This hardware was originally designed in conjunction with California's State Department of Rehabilitation engineers who were studying methods to evacuate persons with disabilities from multi-storied buildings during fire emergencies. Consequently, it functions to meet the special requirements of people with disabilities. The leading-edge obstruction detector is an added safety device to provide easy access through the door during the closing cycle. It will cause the door to stop upon slight contact. When the pressure is released, the door will always seek the closed position. The door shall be power-operated and shall be capable of being operated manually in the event of power failure. The horizontal sliding fire door assembly's UL-listed operating system includes a DC motor, battery charger, PC board, and microprocessor. During normal use, power is supplied from the battery, which is continuously float-charged by 120-volt in-house service. When power is lost, the door functions exclusively on the battery system. In typical openings, the door is capable of completing well over 50 complete opening and closing cycles on the battery power supply alone. Doors up to 200 square feet are easily opened manually at any time, in emergency mode or in conventional mode. The force required to operate the door shall not exceed 30 pounds to set the door in motion and 15 pounds to close the door or open it to the minimum required width. One of the governing provisions associated with doors and a means of egress is commonly referred to as force to open, because the horizontal sliding door does not incorporate the use of traditional latching mechanisms. The provision requiring releasing the latch is exempted for horizontal sliding doors. The door assembly is designed to operate with a force of 3 to 5 pounds when applied to the fire exit hardware. The door assembly is also designed to be opened manually. The force required is not to exceed 30 pounds to set it in motion and 15 pounds to reach to complete opening width. The door shall be openable with a force not to exceed 15 pounds when a force of 250 pounds is applied perpendicular to the door adjacent to the operating device. This performance requirement is a unique egress provision designed to address the reality that many of these products are installed in larger openings. This language is intended to simulate conditions which may exist during the evacuation of a building. Because the door assembly's drive system is structurally independent of the suspension system, any force applied to the external door surfaces will not restrict the normal operation of the door. Substantial deflection can occur with door panels, and the drive mechanism can still function with minimal effect on the rate of opening and closing. The door assembly shall comply with the applicable fire protection ratings and, where rated, shall be self-closing or automatic closing by smoke detection, and shall be installed in accordance with NFPA 80. The horizontal sliding accordion-type fire door manufactured by the One Door Corporation carries a multiple listing from Underwriters Laboratories. The listings as a door assembly when tested in accordance with NFPA 252 and UL 10B include 20 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and 3 hours. The door assembly shall have an integrated standby power supply. Located in the storage pocket within a fire-protected enclosure, the control box houses all vital electronic components, including the battery and battery charger. The battery is continuously float charged at 13.8 volts by a 120-volt feed. The microprocessor continuously monitors the battery voltage level, while the system checks to make sure the battery is still present every 4 minutes. A more sophisticated battery load test, designed to electronically replicate loss in battery power during actual door operation, is completed once a day. If a fault condition occurs, the system actuates an audible signal that continues to sound until the situation is corrected or until there is no more power in the battery. Where fault conditions are ignored and battery voltage drops to 11 volts, the door is programmed to automatically close. The door assembly shall be electrically supervised. While electronic supervision has been commonly associated with various fire protection systems for many years, namely smoke detectors, fire alarms, and sprinkler systems, it was first introduced to the door industry with the advent of the horizontal sliding accordion-type fire door. Every essential component related to the operation of the horizontal sliding fire door is continuously electronically supervised. Most of these are monitored as often as 2.5 times a second. Fault signals with specific horn patterns programmed to identify various fault conditions can be sounded near the leading edge of the door assembly, at a wall-mounted location, in the control box, or even at a remote location. The audible fault signal will continue until the condition which initiated the alarm has been cleared. The door shall open to the minimum required width within 10 seconds after activation of the operating device. The opening and closing speed, as regulated by NFPA 80 Chapter 7, permits the horizontal sliding accordion-type fire door to move at a rate of speed not less than 6 inches per second and not to exceed 24 inches per second. The typical rate of opening and closing is between 8 and 9 inches per second. At this rate of speed, a clear opening width of 80 or 90 inches can be created within 10 seconds, well within clear opening widths established by the building code. Unrestricted acceptance of horizontal sliding accordion-type fire doors by the U.S. model building codes and the code enforcement community represents perhaps the most significant change to means of egress design in many years. This progressive microprocessor-controlled technology provides the design professional with proven, code-compliant, UL-listed technology designed to enhance interior spaces and create safe paths of exit travel for building occupants.